When asked to select my queer object for the museum, many ideas came to mind. A Tracy Chapman vinyl, my first pair of Converse, the L Word DVD set that I watched religiously in high school, and my GAY membership card. But my first thought was, what makes an object queer? How do we define whether a specific object or space has been queered? I realised that it's not actually about the object itself, but rather the experience, interaction, process, and personal stories that relate to it. When I think about queering objects, I think about how us, queer folk, queer spaces. Queer space is intimately tied to its inhabitants. For example, the performances on countless dance floors by innumerable individuals who make and remake space. These specific spaces are essential. We've met our lovers in these spaces, we've met activists in these spaces, we've become politicized in these spaces. My name is Harriet, and I'm an artist and student here in the Hastings St. Leonard's community. Using the technique rug hooking and tufting, I create wall-hung tapestries as part of my artistic practice. Using fibre art, which combines fine art traditions with thread-based craft materials and processes, it's the perfect medium to use for my practice as a queer and genderqueer artist to express myself. I fell in love with fibre art during lockdown due to the slowness, intricacy, and time-consuming nature of the work. The process of making tapestries has become a healing practice, giving time to create and resolve issues through making. Bringing together threads and single strands through rug hooking seems to be a metaphor for what we do when we're building community as queer people. Individual strands become something when together. My object is personal to me in that I made it with my own queer hands. My artwork is my soul, basically. So, to me, it feels I'm adding my own identity to the queer collective, which is really rewarding. The subject matter is queer. It shows a union between two lovers. The aim of the two figures is to break down binaries and heteronormativity in order to create a discussion surrounding queer love and intimacy. Queering the museum, queering the gays, queering spaces, queering institutions gives room to see things from an intersectional lens, one that challenges norms about race, disability, class, gender, and religion. I think queering the museum is ultimately about looking at things from a different perspective, seeing ourselves in history, and making ourselves more visible.